The story begins in Tokyo, like every morning, with today being just another ordinary day. In a hurry to go to work, many people got ready and sat on the train to go to work. In the train, everyone was busy with their work. A man opens a bottle to drink water, but his cap slips from his hand. As he was walking, suddenly that lid disappeared. The disappearance of the lid meant that suddenly another strange thing happened. Everyone's phones stopped working, and they got alerts of earthquakes. Everyone got scared and the train was running at full speed. As it reached a tunnel, a very big shock was felt by the people sitting in the train, and we were shown that the train has gone into a wormhole and everyone sitting on the train had fainted. When they regained consciousness, they found themselves in the forest. Looking around, we discovered that not the entire train, but just one compartment of the train, has reached this strange forest. This place also seemed familiar to them. This was also Tokyo, which has now turned into a forest. Everyone was shocked to see all this. No one understood what happened to them. A man named Sam, a firefighter on the train, tries to relax all the panicked people to handle the situation. A girl named Yumi, who was just becoming a firefighter, helps her in this work. Sam had given her a lot of classes as a teacher and she also likes Sam. Anyway, the scene cuts and we are shown the same Tokyo City in 2023, the day when all of them were sitting on the train. The train management is shocked. Where did the two compartments of the train disappear? We have seen Sam's compartment, but another missing compartment has not been shown yet. Engineers check the tunnel from which those compartments disappeared. On the other hand, we see Sam, Yumi, and another girl with her. They are also checking the tunnel to make sure that no one has come looking for them. They see some light on the other side. Here, the engineers also saw light. The engineers thought everyone was on the other side, and Sam's group thought that maybe the light coming from the other side, some people are coming to help them. But this was a misunderstanding of both parties. When Sam's group ventured ahead and looked, they saw sunlight outside the tunnel, and here in front of the engineers, there was another team of engineers who were looking for the missing people. Sam's group, which had come out of the tunnel, look at the other side of the city and become worried. Because this whole Tokyo city has turned into a desert, they make a lot of videos of these strange things so that they can show it to passengers like them. According to their thinking, when they told people about this city, no one believed them. When they saw the videos, they also believed that they had reached a strange place. Everyone was worried. No one understood how they would live here, how they would survive. There was no one far away, after all, who will save them. They have been stuck in this place for 7 hours. No one came to help. There is no signal in the phone and everyone is very hungry. Those who had some snacks share and satisfy their hunger. A selfish girl named Penny on this train was very hungry that she starts looking for food in everyone's bags. She doesn't get anything to eat, but in a man's bag, she gets a government letter, in which it was clearly written that he is a criminal. Penny's negative mindset led her to conclude that all this work must have been done by the criminal. He trapped us here so that he can blackmail the government to get rid of his punishment. She tells this to everyone. Kayashima keeps explaining to everyone that this letter is not mine. Try to listen to me, but when no one listens to him, he says, "Okay, I'm leaving." Now everyone lived here peacefully. As he left the compartment, a vlogger boy tells Sam and Yumi that Rina is wrong. She was stealing from everyone's bags and I don't think that Kayashima is a criminal. Knowing this, Sam felt bad and he goes out to find Kayashima. Kayashima was about to fall into a pit while walking, but just in time, Sam comes and saves him. Kayashima thanks him and tells him that I am not a criminal, I am a very famous hairdresser. Before Sam asks him something else, he silences him. That is, he has not yet told him anything about that criminal's letter. The night descends in worry. Most of the people slept, but thoughts of many of them were not sparing them. The morning appears and everyone is sitting restored. Sam tries to help everyone little by little, and Kayashima gets angry with his attitude. How can a person be so good in vain? He asks him, "Why are you helping everyone? What is your problem?" Sam says there is no problem, but there is a guilt in my heart that I do everything to end it. My very good friend's legs were actually broken because of me, and to end the regret of that thing I promised myself that day that whenever anyone needs me I will help. Listening to Sam's past story, Kayashima also remembers his brother. When both of them were young, how lovingly they lived although they were poor, but Kayashima sacrificed his life for his brother. He worked very hard to give his brother a good life and became a famous hairdresser. He fulfilled all his brother's wishes but missed a thing. Due to doing a lot of work, he did not get time to take care of his brother and he became a criminal. Kayashima did not know this. Actually, the criminal letter that Kayashima had was his brother's. A few days later, he was about to be bailed and he was going by train to pick him up. Now all the passengers have left the train. They know that they have to eat something and have to make arrangements. They went very far into the forest Indiana search of something to eat and drink and they saw a tower. Seeing this, all of them are shocked because that tower was about to be completed in 2026 and they came from 2023. Everyone had heard a lot about this tower, but despite seeing this, they could not understand that they have come to the future. How far in the future? They do not even know. In this train, There was a biologist who found such a plant in this forest which was going to grow 30 years later from 2023. They guessed that they have come at least 40 years ahead of their time, and this thing worries them. In the coming years, will the world be in such a bad state? They had not even thought. The year 2023 is depicted following a scene cut from when this compartment arrived here. Those scientists did not find that compartment even after searching a lot. So helplessly, they have to officially announce the news that 2 compartments of the running train disappear, in which more than 100 people were there. They are also missing and nothing was found. The scenes shift back to the future where people are going crazy, because they don't even have water to drink. At this time, Sam makes a plan and picks up a big polythene and places it on the roof of this compartment, nothing else. Just a few drops of water should have been collected. But his plan also failed. It was morning, the next day came. The biologist goes to investigate this area and finds such a flower that used to grow very close to water. Seeing this, he got a clue there must be a spring or a river nearby. Hearing this, Sam decides that if there is a spring or a river here, he will find it, so that his companions quench their thirst with it. The biologist, Kayashima and Yumi move with him. While walking, they reach a very big mountain. If there is a mountain, there is a chance of a spring, but who will climb such a high and steep mountain? And how? To do this, they all make a rope together, and Sam, who is a firefighter and has a lot of experience climbing walls with a rope, climbs this mountain. Finally, they have found water. They become happy. Sam starts looking far from that mountain. That place had become a sea where Tokyo's big famous buildings were, and he told his colleagues. Everyone got even more worried, knowing what was going to happen in the future, because of which this world will be so ruined. Another day ends. It's night and a man named Tanaka comes out of the compartment. He was doing his job when someone attacks him. Anyway, he saved himself from his attack, but when he goes out and tells his colleagues, no one believed him that he saw a human being here, because they were constantly searching here for so many days. They didn't find any human being here. Anyway, it starts raining today and they get peace from the rain. First of all, water to drink, water to bathe, and finally, something good happened to them. The poor biologist was busy with his own work. Here he was looking for something so that humans can eat, drink and survive. Other people also decide to help him in his work. Here, we see that while Rina and Yumi were looking for berries, Yumi mistakenly eats some poisonous berries. If humans ate them, they would die. Seeing her bad health, Sam gets very worried. And here we feel that Sam also likes her. Anyway, everyone takes her to the compartment. They treat her a little bit, and here everyone takes care of her, as if everyone is her family. These people lived together and became like a family. Seeing Yumi's condition, everyone realized that if they keep sitting like this, and if they don't work hard, they will die of hunger and thirst. If they want to live, they have to do something. That's why they decide to work from the next. Some people found food here, some made utensils, and today they did a lot of work. They get much to eat, but even after doing all this, they were not happy. They realized that they have collected some poisonous berries in their food. At this time, Kashima suspects that maybe they didn't collect these berries and Tanaka has mixed berries in their food, whom they have taken out of their compartment because he stole Kayoshima's scissors. They leave to find that man. Sam wandered in the forest all night and didn't find Tanaka, but he found Kayoshima's scissors. The biologist who used to do something useful for them every day, he tells them while reading this area that according to his knowledge and structure of this place, there must be a river nearby, and if there is a river then all their water needs will be fulfilled, and they can catch fish from there. What a great idea. Everyone leaves to work on his idea means finding a stream, and on the way, someone attacks the biologist and he is brought back to the compartment. They treat him, but he is in a lot of pain. Everyone also found out that Tanaka wasn't lying. There were other people in this city. After being attacked, Tanaka comes to their compartment and tells everyone, if they allow him to stay in this compartment, then he can be very useful. He works in a security company and has a lot of experience in making traps, and he will make traps for these people so that they can stay secure. Everyone agrees. Well, today everyone was doing their routine tasks as if they had accepted this life. Kashima cuts Rina's hair and enjoys his job. They went to the forest, found food, and spent a normal day. The next day, Yumi and Sam saw a kid near their compartment. The kid started running and they followed the kid. The kid helped them reach the river while running. After crossing the river, the kid runs ahead and he told them to wait. Kayashima came here while looking for them. It was night, but the boy didn't return. When they move ahead, they find another compartment about which we already know. There are 2 compartments. One belongs to Sam, and the other one is this. The people in the other compartment were far ahead of them and had made a lot of arrangements. They found Yuto, who was their leader. Sam tells Yuto that one of their men has attacked their biologist. Yuto apologizes. There was no time to argue, so they share important information, like Sam found a river and food. He tells him everything. Yuto tells him they found a ship when they came here. There was a radio and a diary. They matched the frequency of the radio, and one day, they received a signal from Canada and they found out that they are 60 years ahead. They also discovered that the world was destroyed in 2026. Because, in 2023 and 2024, many people launched their satellites into space to learn more about it. This led to the world's destruction. A satellite collided with an asteroid, which then struck the Earth, resulting in its demise. All the humans were killed in this destruction. Sam asks Yuto, "Where is your radio?" Yuto says, "I have the radio, but after that day there was no signal." Sam conveyed this to his colleagues, filled with worry about how they could escape from this dire situation. Hearing that they are 60 years ahead, everyone was worried, but at this time everyone thought, maybe God has given them a chance to fix everything while going to the past, and this thought gives them courage to work harder, to find a way to stop the destruction while going to the past. Everyone here thinks, but there is no way. They were hungry, so they go to the river, they found. They take bathe, drink water and collect a lot of fish to eat. The day goes by, they make bathtubs for themselves and start collecting food. While collecting food, the biologist found a shining green stone. He shows this stone to everyone. Tanaka also saw it. The biologist thought that this shining stone has energy in them and they can go back with its help. Tanaka goes to Yuto and tells him everything. He is a traitor because he tells Yuto everything. Yuto gives him food in return. Yumi and Rina in Sam's group, who were the same age, became friends. But they fought. Rina was so angry that she pushed Yumi and made her fall in a pit. Yumi fell into the pit and gets scared. Because there was already a dead body, both of them get scared and runs to their compartment. But the boys from the other compartment stop them. Rina leaves Yumi in danger and somehow reaches her compartment. Rina tells Sam everything and Sam leaves to save Yumi without thinking anything. Kayoshima also come behind them, but when they reached where Yumi and the boys were, they both disappeared. Yumi hid in a ship while running. Sam doesn't know that Yumi must have gone to save herself, but he thinks another group kidnapped her. He goes to attack the other group without thinking. Before they attack or harm anyone, Yuto asks him about the matter. Sam tells him that his companions misbehaved with one of their group girls. Upon hearing this, he apologized on behalf of his companion and assured them that he would locate Yumi and bring her to their location. But Sam doesn't believe Yuto, because he thinks that the body that Yumi and Rina saw is from their group, whom Yuto killed. Yuto says he is not from your group, but he is from our group. When we came here, he panicked that he started attacking everyone like crazy. He even attacked me and I stabbed him in my defense, and he was murdered unintentionally. Everyone started believing me a leader because of my bravery. Kayoshima and Sam returned to their apartment after heading to the other group's location to prevent an attack. That's why they feared that the other group might attack them. They decide to make weapons for their defense. Yuto goes to the same ship where he found the radio. He doesn't know that Yumi is also hiding in a small box of this ship. He talks to someone on the radio, but Rumi catches his lie that he is not talking to anyone, and the radio can't even work because the cable was cut. She asks him, "Why are you doing this drama? What do you get from it?" Yumi knows the truth. Yuto says, "I want to be the leader, that's why I do such dramas. I don't want to go to the past. No one cares about me. Here, everyone is considering me a leader and I am happy about this. But Yumi says I am going out to tell everyone your truth." Seeing himself exposed, Yuto becomes frightened. In his panic, he ties up Yumi and locks her away. The scene cuts and we see Sam and his friends. They have made a lot of weapons with which they will fight, because according to the promise, Yuto hasn't returned Yumi nor has he found her, so they will attack them. A woman tells him it's okay to attack. "I am with the group, but be smart. The other group is stronger. They will attack us and destroy our garage and we will lose this small place. So we should find a safe place before the war about which the other group doesn't know." The group holds affection for her. So in the morning, she sets out to find a safe place. They were not in the mood for conflict. But the next day, the other group has attacked them. Prepared for the worst, they initiate the fight in self-defense. And soon the confrontation intensifies. Yuto has gone mad to see this fight. If they kill each other, then who will consider him a leader? He screams and tries to stop the fight, but they are not going to stop. Sometimes Sam's team attacks and sometimes the other group was about to defeat Sam's team. Before people die in this fight, Yumi enters. She manages to free herself from the ship and reveals the truth about Yuto, exposing his lies to everyone. He doesn't have a radio and didn't get any signal. Yuto says, "I did all this to keep the hope alive in everyone. No one should lose heart, and if someone had given up, he could end himself." Sam liked what Yuto said, but Yuto decided that he won't be a leader. He left, dropping a diary here. He wrote everything in this diary that Yuto told him. He find out from a radio like they are in 2060. The world was destroyed in 2026, and why did it happen? Everything was written on this diary. He found this diary from the ship, the woman and the biologist who went to find another place. Found a tower with many green shining stones. This scene cuts and we are shown the time of 2023. A scientist who was trying to find the mystery of the vanishing of the train was studying the Yi tunnel. When he saw the footage, he found out that there was a wormhole in the tunnel when the compartments disappeared, which was caused by a supernova explosion. Actually, supernova explosions occur when massive stars reach the end of their life cycles. Then some powers come out from its core, causes huge explosion, and because of this, there was a wormhole which formed the timeline of 2023 and 2060. The scientists had solved this mystery, but Sam still grappled with understanding it fully. They didn't take much time. When they were studying the diary, they got to know about the supernova explosion. A science teacher sitting here tells everyone about the supernova explosion, that this explosion happens when a planet gets old and is about to die. Suddenly, there is a big storm and everyone comes back to their compartment. Tanaka decides that he will open the emergency gate and go to the tunnel to save himself. As soon as he opens the emergency gate, they see that there is a big wormhole on the other side, which was slowly pulling everything inside. It also pulled a small doll made by Tanaka. Suddenly, the storm ceases, and the wormhole comes to a halt as well. On the other side, we see a detective and the train management. They were studying their case, that a doll of Tanaka falls near them, which fell because of the wormhole. They also understood how to go back after seeing the wormhole. They had to make a wormhole to go back, for which they needed a special radioactive stone and a huge energy source. The power station could be in this city, but it was difficult to find it, not impossible. They all worked together and find a power station, which was buried in the ground as if it had never been used. After disabling the power station, they activate the green stones, triggering a massive storm due to the setup. They created the wormhole is also made. Everyone was very happy to see this wormhole. The person who had to go back comes inside this compartment. They also asked Tanaka to come inside, but Tanaka did not want to go back. He says, "No, I am happy here." Finally, says bye and closes the train door. The train experiences a significant jolt, and suddenly they find themselves back in their timeline. As before, they were unconscious. When they came to their senses, someone was knocking on their carriage. When they came out, they find out they have reached 2026 instead of 2023, and this is the same year when this world will be destroyed, with very little time left to save the world. Everyone here urgently warns others about the impending destruction of the world. We should save it from destruction. They show them the things they brought from the future. They show them the videos to make them believe their words, which they click there, but none believed them, because they thought that because of a big accident, their mental condition has deteriorated. This news was also viral that the train compartments disappeared in 2023, suddenly reached 2026. To confirm whether they are indeed the same people who had gone missing, they undergo a medical examination, where their words are met with disbelief. The scientist who found out about supernova explosion goes to meet them. The same woman who held a high-ranking position utilized her influence and resources to arrange a meeting with the defense minister. She tells him about everything, all the information she got in 2060. The defense minister heard her carefully. The defense minister tells her that an asteroid is going to hit the world, and they are making a missile to destroy it, and will destroy it in space. It won't hit the world and the world will be safe. Knowing this lady also gets some peace. She told all this to her team members. While they felt some relief upon hearing her words, they remained skeptical, finding it difficult to fully believe everything they had witnessed. Finally, the day arrives, the day when the asteroid is set to collide with the world. Everyone's breath stopped. They all meet each other, as if they will never meet again. They harbor doubts about whether the world will indeed be safe or not. Everyone was watching the news, where the missile was going to the sky. Their breath catches in anticipation, until they receive the relieving news that the missile has successfully destroyed the asteroid. Finally, with the world saved, and its true condition revealed, this season ends.